Alright everyone, good morning and welcome back again to more Trails Through Daybreak 2. Hope you're all doing pretty alright for yourselves, or having a decent day at the very least. We're gonna continue on where we last left off. It's been a hell of a previous vid and a hell of a chapter for Van, and we're gonna see how it goes moving forward. So hope y'all continue to enjoy. Thank you again for the love and support, and here we go. Alright guys, welcome back again. Alright, so apparently new Force Brigands opened up for us, so I kind of want to check that out on the bulletin board, and then collect everything else, and see what we can do from there.
What have we got?
There's a Force Brigand on the bulletin board. Rumors and regrets. There's been some pretty weird rumors floating around about Aaron lately. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill, but I figured I should at least bring it to your team's attention. Anyway, you met Guiha Fandian. I'll explain the rest there. Sid.
Ooh, so this is a 4SPG. Sounds like a ball.
You're sure wasting no time butting into our business?
Better not be thinking we'll be sharing the reward with you, because that ain't happening.
That's perfectly fine. The fun I'll have along the way will be its own reward.
I've got a real bad feeling about this.
Oof. Alright, I wonder what's going on with Aaron, or rumors about him that's probably going wild. Before that though, let's head over to here.
Time to depart.
I think that's the other one.
Nothing seems too out of the ordinary. However...
Wait, what?
Wait! I'm sensing a hostile presence from over there.
What, from the Great Spire? Does that mean...
Ah, over there. Yeah, that's the main story. Check that out in a bit.
What's it say?
Cave Monstrum. According to recent intel, a dangerous monster, the Mercure Flower, has been sighted in the eroded cave. We would greatly appreciate you taking care of this beast in the guild's stead. Bracer Guild. Ah, we got a freaking monster extinction or extermination job. Alright, Alright. Cinema Novelle. Oh, this seems new. Can we watch a movie?
Allow me to assist.
Alright, what's playing right now? 3-Point Hat? The Saga of Ravana, The Return of the King? Sharkferno. Genre Disaster. Alright, let's give this one a shot. How many will be watching? We're bringing everyone. Zet. Barry. Hold off. Okay, let's do this again. We'll take Shizuna. And we'll probably take Aaron. 3 tickets for... Yeah, that's fine. Go. Then head into the theater with his company of choice, having decided to watch a movie during their work break. This story is set at a well-known campsite in a tranquil forest in which for many weeks a number of inexplicable accidents have occurred. Several people fall victim to localized forest fires, yet their charred remains show signs of assault by some kind of fearsome predator. A park ranger named Brick makes an appeal to delay the mountaineering season until they can determine the cause of these strange incidents. However, the mayor, who values the money brought in from tourism over safety, cuts off the investigation and opens the mountain to climbers. Of course he does. Amidst all of this, Brick reaches out to an old zoologist friend of his named Lisa to help him continue his investigation. By the time they realize all the victims were killed by the flame monster from local folklore, it is already too late. Just as the numerous campers are starting to enjoy themselves, the titular Sharkferno appears.
Why is this happening? And on the day we opened up the mountain, no less. Everyone, please remain calm. We aren't in any danger, so please don't be a...
Oh my god.
It got the mayor! Oh, we have to do something, Brick, or we'll be next!
If this is anything like the old-timers' folktale, we might be able to kill it by snuffing out its flames! Look, a tank of nitrogen! If we destroy that, the monster will be as good as toast! But it's so far away! How are we?
Leave that part to me. I've got a plan.
Hey, why the hell did you cut your palm? How's that a plan?
If you paid any attention in school, you'd know sharks are attracted to the smell of blood. I'm gonna lure it away. Oh, bet you never thought a zoologist could be so gutsy. Well, I'm tougher than I look.
I'll say, you're one hell of a woman, Lisa. And I'm glad to know your head's still screwed on tight. Okay, let's smother that oversized matchstick once and for all.
Smile, you son of a bitch!
This is one of those movies that are gonna earn like very niche followers, you know? And here I thought this would just be some lame ass joke movie, but I actually had a good time. I had a feeling you'd dig it. B movies don't have big production or marketing budgets, but a few of them have some cool ideas. Just goes to show there are all kinds of talented directors even outside the industry's big shots. So watching a B movie over a regular one is like visiting a rundown but comfy joint over a big fancy restaurant. I can get behind that. And the people in Calvert sure do make fun movies. That was awesome. It's normally easy to tell a good B movie from a bad one. I like watching them even if it's a toss-up of whether I have a good time or not. Sadly, a lot of B movies these days are just blatant rip-offs of other films. They'll pick a theme similar to some big blockbuster, give it a misleading title, and make a B movie out of it. They call them mockbusters. Interesting. I guess people have the freedom to make whatever they want. It can be a good or bad thing. Well, I'm not an expert in the art of filmmaking, but I think all creative-minded people need something that can light a spark of inspiration. When people put their all into the work, even if it's derivative, it can still result in a product that's satisfying for the audience. Does that make any sense? That's some pretty profound insight. Can't believe you got all that from watching a shark movie. I'm just fascinated by film culture, that's all. Still, you're not going to create a classic if you're just imitating others. That must be why mockbusters never stack up to the originals. Oh, they're selling commemorative brochures again. Yep. Having finished their break, Van and his crew resumed their work. That wasn't a lot, but okay. Okay, now we can finally work on that side quest. Alright, where do we start? Oh, okay, yeah, not here. Alright, first ward.
What are we waiting for?
Alright, it's in, I probably should have just went to Guiha, there you go. But, we're here now anyway, so it doesn't matter. Sid. Oh, Aaron, I didn't realize you were back. I've actually had something bothering me lately, and I kind of wanted to see if you had anything to say about it. Yeah, I saw the request on the bulletin board. Something about a rumor that's been doing the circuit. I mean, it's nothing too crazy, but it definitely feels like someone's trying to take a dig at your reputation. Basically, it's about how after all his wandering, Aaron's finally decided to settle down with someone. Then they start talking about how you'd had a change of heart and broke it off with this girl. Some even go as far as claiming you got violent with her. Oh, I heard that one too. That was you they were talking about. Guess it's even more widespread now than it was earlier. I'm not too concerned about some petty rumors. I mean, the first half of it isn't even all that bad. Oh, so you are getting married? No, I'm not. I'm not in a serious relationship, and I sure as hell don't have any plans on settling down anytime soon. Yeah, if Aaron told me he was settling down, I'd think he was dying. Guessing that's why you wanted to talk to us about it. Who's spreading these rumors anyway? Seems like Rui Lee's behind it. Rui Lee? I wouldn't have pegged her as the type. What's she even up to these days? Haven't seen her around in a while. Who's Rui Lee? An old friend we used to hang out with. She didn't come with you guys to the capital when you came to visit, did she? Nah, she said she wasn't feeling up to it at the time. Huh, sounds like you broke it up with her after all. I did not. How'd you even know she was the one that started? Our friends have a bit of an information network between us, but as far as where Rui Lee is right now, I've got no clue. Like Aaron said, she hasn't really been around much lately. Well, if it's just a rumor, I'm sure it'll die down over time. That's usually how these things go anyway. Actually, I suspect this particular rumor won't go away unless we directly confront Miss Rui Lee about it. I'm a bit concerned that no one seems to know where she is though. Yeah, even if it's just a dumb rumor, a close friend's mixed up in it. I need to find out what's going on. But we're pressed for time as it is, and it's not really up to me. What do you say, boss? Got time to look into it? More money, of course. I'd like to get to the Great Spire as soon as we can, but something smells off about this. I thought Sal's involved, but it'd be better to resolve all our issues before we move on. I really appreciate it. That makes me feel loads better. Well, even if he didn't take the case, I was planning to look into it on my own when I could. I figured as much. You're kind of an open book. Stop acting like you're my dad or something. Let's just get investigating already. We don't want to lose any more time. We're gonna need more info first though. Where should we start? Perhaps we should make our way over to the Gambit. Miss Coleman and Mr. Trevor may know something about these rumors. I see. So that's how you handle these types of situations. I guess that's the Spriggan way, huh? Or maybe more like the Aaron way? Heh. Glad I'm getting a chance to see how the other half lives for once. Just don't go doing anything crazy, alright? Really? The Aaron way? That was the best you could come up with? Whatever, let's just get this show on the road already. I'm not sure if anybody's got a grudge against me or if they're just trying to keep us out of the Great Spire. But whoever it is, whether it's Rui Lee or somebody else, they seem to be trying pretty hard to get my attention. So I say we give them what they want.
Commencing mission.
Alright, now we gotta go to, where was it? The Gambit Bar. Okay. Not that far off. All the way in the corner, right? Yeah, okay, over there. I rarely ever visit here, too. Where are you hiding, dude? Ah, as usual, the same spot. Oh, wait, hold on. Topic.
Got a question for you.
Yeah, we've been hearing the rumors about Aaron, too. Didn't realize Rui Lee was the one who started them. You're close with her, ain't you, Hal? I'm not sure close is the right word, but I have talked with her at the bar a few times. She's been coming by ever since winter of last year. She was here all the time at one point. But ever since the new year, she's been coming less and less. So you probably don't have any idea where she's at either. Oh wait, I remember her mentioning a job actually. I think she said she was starting work at a local brothel. Heard it just opened recently in Newtown too. You should try asking somebody who works there. Why is her first... Okay, sure. Just opened in Newtown. Oh, right. I know the place. I actually have the manager's number. I'll go ahead and give him a call. So she's a hooker now. A hooker? Does she sell fishing hooks or something? Why would she want to do that? The world can be a strange place, Fairy. If you're so curious, why not look it up on your own Zyphalat later? That's a great idea. Language learning works much better when you have a little help after all. Sounds like I'd better activate the child filter on Miss Al-Fayed Zypha. He said he's free right now, so I asked if he wouldn't mind meeting with you. He'd be waiting in the plaza right next to the movie theater in Newtown. Thanks a ton. We'll head over right there. Why are you friends with a guy like that anyway? Have you been... Hey, I knew the guy way before he was put in charge. Oh, and one more thing, Van. Lately, there's been some gamblers around town who have been preying on women. They're a pair of guys named Dean and Jet. Haven't heard of them. They new around here? They've been popping up more and more all the time. They don't exactly care for their playstyle, though. They like to put their opponents at ease by letting them win the first round, then they go in for the kill. Beyond that, they're just a little too flashy for my liking. Once by Hadley's glowing review, these guys aren't cheats. They're genuinely talented card players. Either one of them is on the same level as Aaron. They sound like fun to me. Maybe I'll have to play around with them sometime. Why do those names sound so familiar? Right, we'll keep an eye out. Okay, let's head to Newtown. Time to talk to a manager.
Let's roll, gang.
Alright, so we're gonna actually visit a brothel, huh? Or just chat him up here. Alright, fine. All the better. Oh, you must be Jack's friends. That's us. Here's my card. Arkwright Solutions. I guess the Capitol's got all kinds of professions, huh? He mentioned you wanted to ask about one of our employees, Rui Lee, wasn't it? Yeah, we were hoping you could tell us where she is right now. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure. It's actually been a bit of a problem lately. I've been having a difficult time getting her to talk to me. Has she been absent at work? No, but has seemed a bit preoccupied with something lately. I tried asking her if something was wrong, but all she did was wave me off. That's why I decided to have another employer approach her instead. It turns out that Rui Lee has something of a gambling problem. Seems to have started around the end of last year. I even got to see her play myself. From what I can tell, there's a specific group of gamblers she tends to spend her time with. Ah, Jeet and Dean, correct? Interesting, but you make it sound like she hasn't really been enjoying herself. What the hell is she up to? Any chance you know what kind of places she frequents? Well, let me think. I have seen her hanging around the park occasionally. Actually, it's often right around this time of day. Those were usually days when she had shifts at work, so I'd imagine she was stopping by on her way in. When you say park, do you mean the one that's nearby? Yes, that's the one. The last time I saw her there was right at the beginning of the year, not long after she started working with us. We should go take a look. It might offer us some insight into her whereabouts. Right, thanks for the information, and sorry if we interrupted anything. Not at all, I just wish I could be more help. Here, let me give you my business card just in case. That's got my T-phone number on it too, so if anything comes up, don't hesitate to call. And of course, please feel free to contact me if you're ever interested in our services. I think I'm good actually. Wouldn't feel right patronizing a place where Aaron's friend works. I suppose that makes sense. Well, I'd better get back. Have a good night. Sheesh, guess he didn't want to miss a chance to rope in new customers. Anyway, let's go check out the park. Alright. Boop. Wait, nope, don't go there. We can go down here. Alright, where's she hiding here? Is she outside the park? She's on this side.
Would you care for a Monto?
Is she on... She's on this side, okay. Well, no Rui Lee. Rui Lee! Where have you been? And who's that guy? What was with that mean look? Shit, what the hell's her problem? That man she was with. He's probably one of the gamblers her boss mentioned. No way of knowing for sure though. About that. I actually managed to take a picture of him just before the two of them entered the vehicle. Alright, anybody ever tell you that you're one hell of a maid? 10 out of 10 for sure. Well, let's make good use of that picture then. Mind sending it over my way, Rosette? Oh, I see. You plan to send it to the manager we just spoke with. You should be receiving it right about now. I hope we hear back from him soon. About a minute after Van forwarded the picture, the group received a response. He said never seen that guy before. The gamblers that Rui Lee was playing with were dressed more like some guys you'd see in a host club. Sounds like a certain other couple of creeps we've heard about lately. Lately, there's been some gamblers around town who've been preying on women. They're a pair of guys named Dean and Jet. They like to put their opponents at ease by letting them win the first round, then they go in for the kill. Beyond that, they're just a little too flashy for my liking. Didn't expect to be paying them a visit so soon. I'm sure Jack will know where to find them. Right, let's head back to the Gambit. Back and forth, back and forth.
On my way.
Alright, Jack, round 2. Van's group explained what they had learned to Jack and Haley. So that's what happened to Rui Lee, huh? I should have cleaned those guys out a long time ago. I'm sure if we put the squeeze on them sooner, she'd never have. Hey, I get how you feel, but what's done is done. It seems like there might be something else that led her down that path too. Something someone was able to prey on. They must have convinced her that gambling was the only way she could get what she wanted. It must have been something that made her vulnerable, huh? Man, she should have come to me or the other guys about it first. So where are these two gamblers anyway? They have a stand over in the second ward of the Eastern Quarter, not far from Taiyuan restaurant. Let me go with you. I might be able to be of some help. Whatever makes you feel better, Haley. Just don't let your guard down. You know I won't. I thought they'll be willing to give us information for free. I feel much more at ease with you along, Miss Coleman. Alright, let's go see what they're made of. Over at the second ward now, right? Okay.
Time to depart.
Alright, guys, where are you hiding? Oh, excuse me, dude. You're blocking my way. Nice one. Alright, let me do a quick save, though, just to be on the safe side. Because you never know.
Did you hear about that Hayway miss?
These must be the guys. Alright, talk to the gamblers. Guess we should start planning what to do next. Yeah, I'll bet she's really starting to miss us now. What's up, fellas? You sure sound like you're having fun. We talk about chatting up some chicks? Hell, that's one of my favorite pastimes. Let's say you let me in on the fun too, huh? Where'd you come from? Look, we haven't got the time to entertain men, my friend. Now, if you were a cute girl, that'd be a different story. Let me be straight with you then. I'd better not hear about either of you hanging out with Rui Lee ever again. So you're Aaron Wei, huh? Heh, we all know about you. And as far as Rui Lee goes, we're just a few friends of hers, that's all. Yeah, who are you to decide who she gets to hang around with? You know what? You're right. She can hang out with you losers all she wants. But, as far as I'm concerned, you dipshits don't deserve to even breathe the same air as her. Anyway, right now, my good friend is out there saying some crap that's got my ears tingling, and you're gonna tell me where she is. I expect you to spill every last detail. You definitely talk a big game. I can see now why you've got girls falling all over you. But I'm afraid our touches really are a little more sturdy than some half-baked intimidation attempt. She owes us 500,000 Mira. Let's just say she got a little too addicted to playing with us. And who do you think introduced her to the loan shark? You get it now, don't you? Mira binds the three of us tighter than blood. Or should I say, the four of us. These guys are sick. Four, huh? They must be talking about the guy we saw her with in Newtown. Okay, I get what you're saying. Should have known better than to think I could get the info out of you for free. How's about we settle this with a game of 7 hearts? We win, you tell us where the girl is. You're on. We're men of our word after all, especially when it comes to gambling. So if you win, I promise we'll tell you where Rui, well, where the loan shark is. Perfect. I just need to pick another player in. Hold your horses, pal. I think we'll be the ones picking the other player, huh? It wouldn't be a fair match unless everybody's on the same level, right? Which is why Haley Coleman is completely out of the question. What the hell? Sounds to me like you're just chickening out. Let's see now. I think the other player should be... I'd like to play. Oh, Shizuna's gonna volunteer? You? Do you know these men, Miss Mitsurugi? Not really, but their names sound a little familiar. You forgot already? We just met yesterday. She was wandering around the city, so we called out to her to ask if she'd like to play a game. But she completely decimated us. It was like she knew every card before she even saw it. Sounds to me like you're a little more than familiar with them. I guess maybe I'm just really bad at remembering background characters. Ugh. Anyway, she's totally out. That little girl over there, she's gonna be your partner, Aaron. Ugh. I know you only picked me because you think I'm weak. If I may, I'm also unaccustomed to games of this nature. Why not allow me to? No, Rosette, let me handle this. Shame will fall upon the warrior who refuses a challenge. I accept. Miss Al-Fayed. I assume you at least let me explain the rules to her. Sure, whatever. But any more conditions and we will call the whole thing off. Now, that that's settled, let's get ready to play. Sorry, sir. We're going to need to borrow that table again. You don't have to jump in with both feet in the small fry. I'll show them why a true warrior can be defeated so easily. We're really going to need your help with this one, Haley. Don't worry, I got this. So we're playing? Alright, we'll be playing 2-1-2 7 hearts. The game ends when any player's life points reach 0. When that happens, we add up the number of cards in each player's hand with their remaining life points, and the one with the highest score wins. Yeah, they're the same rules as your standard 4-player match. Now you ready to lose? I'm good to go over here. Haley walked me through the strategy earlier. Let's see. In order to win, one of us will be playing the aggressor, and the other will be a supporting role. Given our seating order, I have to be the aggressor, but I need to make sure I play the cards Haley signals me to. If I remember right, the signs were... I'll give you 3 signs in total. The first is when I fold my arms, that means stay your hand. The second is when I clear my throat, that means play the fire card. And the third is when I sniffle, that means play the mirage card. That third sign will most likely play a key role in whether we win or lose, so try not to forget it. Understood. I wish I could have some more time to talk strategy with Aaron though. Don't worry, Aaron knows what he's doing. That determination. She's ready. This should make for an interesting match. Just don't go telling anybody what his hand is, alright? Oh, come on, I know better than that. Dean has 3 cards, Jet has 4, and Aaron has 6. Now I need to deal damage to someone. Let's see, which card to play next. That was one of the signs. If I remember, it's stay your hand. Right, that means I shouldn't play a card. Good, she's picking up on the signals. Now they can rotate hands and get some better cards. Each player's life points gradually shifted as they continued the game, until finally Fairy's turn to make the decisive play came around. Now Dean has 3 cards, Jet has 7, and Aaron has 2. This is where we make our move. Fairy seems to have picked up on the flow of the game now. Time to throw these guys into the gutter. Oh, she sniffled. Let's see, that signal means... Play the win card. Play the mirage card. The mirage card, I see. I'll play this one. The mirage card now? Yes, I'm swapping my hand with Jets. Nice going, Fairy. You even targeted the perfect person. Way to go, Small Fry. I can't believe we lost. I really did it. Serves you right. Excellent work, you two. We won like that? Good. Thanks for your help, Hallie. I'm just glad all worked out. Alright, it's time for you guys to put your mirror where your mouth is. Of course. The Lone Shark is based out in the Harbor District. Where in the Harbor District? I was just about to tell you, I swear. It's at the far end of the wharf. He goes in and out of the area near the little street vendor's place all the time. Rory at least should be there too. Oh yeah, we've been around that place before. Shady types sure like to stick to the same spots. Let's get over there. Actually, there's a little something I need to take care of first. You guys go on ahead. I'll catch up with you later. Huh? Where do you think he's going? Don't worry about it, and come on. Whew, finally caught up with you guys. I was starting to think you weren't going to show at all. Where'd you run off to anyway? Don't you know the hero only ever shows up at the last minute? Come on, let's do this thing. He ain't wrong. The heroes usually do show up at the last minute. Aaron Way, I figured you'd show up sooner or later. Yeah, we already paid a little visit to your gambler buddy, so let's just get straight to business. There's only a few people in this town that would have something to gain from hurting my reputation. Which means you're with the Lai family, aren't you? Since I'm close with the Liu family, you figured you could throw a little more dirt on their name by proxy. Bravo! Right you are. You really managed to turn into a rather unsightly eyesore for us. As far as rumors go, I would have thought you could have come up with something a little more juicy, to be honest. Well, if that's what you think, then it seems you don't really understand the true reasoning behind this deception after all. You see, I left the rumor milling to your little friend here, If you have any complaints, I suggest you take them up with her. Really? True reasoning? Give me a break. You sure act high and mighty for the guy holding death over her head. Wouldn't be surprised if you threatened her into spreading those lies in the first place. What do you know? Building up a debt, working a brothel, making up rumors. All of that was my decision. But the real reason I ended up like this is because of you, Aaron. This is all your fault. My fault? I barely ever seen you since I moved to the capital. You're the one who started putting distance between us. You doing all this because Aaron left, aren't you? What do you mean? It's all just conjecture based on what we know so far. But Aaron moved to the capital in September of last year. That was right before you got hooked on gambling. I can tell just from how Aaron's been reacting that you're not usually the type to do stuff like that. And that's not to mention the expression on your face when we spied you in Newtown. You looked furious, like someone who had a significant amount of built-up resentment. I almost feel bad for the poor girl having her feelings exposed so bleakly. Really? Is that true? All I ever did was try and get you to notice me. But at some point, even being around you made me feel like my heart was bleeding. Because it was like you never even cared. I thought that maybe once there was some distance between us, it would get a little easier. But no, that only made it worse. That's when I started looking for something else. Something that would help me move on for good. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. It hurts. I needed an outlet. Yes, she was looking for a way to fight back against the love who never took her away. That only ever saw her as a friend. And that's when I stepped in to make her a deal. If she was willing to damage her reputation, I'd write off all the interest on her loan. You're horrible. So basically, you took advantage of her when she was at her lowest. Well, I believe you have a full understanding of the situation now. If you try to put a stop to her rumors, everything she's worked so hard for will all go down the drain. No, I smelled somebody waiting in the wings. What are you planning to do with them? You promised you wouldn't hurt Aaron. Do I look like someone who keeps his promises? Aaron! Don't worry about me. Just get out of the way for now. This is my fight. You guys stay out of it. But you'll be totally outnumbered. Hey, are you deaf, old man? As your boss, your safety is my personal responsibility. And no, you don't get a say in that. Enough talk. Make sure the brat is beaten to a pulp. Alright then, come and get some.
This group's pretty sizable, so don't get caught.
Just two of us? Okay. Actually,
I will end you.
I would like to go first, but I'm fairly certain this isn't going to work out like I'm hoping for. But we'll give it a shot anyway.
I will fight.
Zypher, activate.
Okay, let's go attack.
Too slow.
Yep. Oh, I'm scared. That hit pretty hard though. I'll give you that. Damn.
Gotcha.
Really?
Go time.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Let's do.
Face
I wish I can get them all.
me. Face me.
Oh, yes I can. Okay.
Activating skill.
Feast your eyes on me.
Chance.
Okay. Are they gonna hurt each other? I think they are. I think they are.
Face me.
Gotcha.
Ow.
You'll be sorry for that.
Okay. This isn't going out like I was hoping for, but that's okay.
Gehenna, wait.
So we'll do... Actually, no. I got them where I want them now. At least 3 of them.
Activating skill.
Slice and dice. Damn it.
Yeah.
My move
Attack
now.
your friend. Alright. We got you now. We'll do...
Alright, keep moving, Van. Stay put.
There you go. That's how you do it. Oh my god. Okay.
Body's starting to feel heavy.
Alright, sure.
Playtime
Activating skill.
out with a bang. Soar for me. Phoenix dance.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
No.
Come now. You must be tired after a fight like that, right? As if. You see, I actually have a certain way of dealing with live family chumps like you. God. You better look forward to a lifetime of debt, you greedy little tramp. You're gonna pay back every single Mira, including interest. You want your money back? Fine. Huh? 500,000 Mira? Exactly. Take it. And another thing. If you ever come near Ruby Lee again, don't expect to have 2 working legs after. You got a problem with me? Tell me to my face next time. You shouldn't have paid him back. So that's what you went off to do. That was so cool. Aaron, I'm sorry. I'm not looking for an apology. I did all this to help out a good friend of mine. That's it. But I do have something to say to you, actually. Don't you ever go getting mixed up with scum like that again. If you're in trouble, you come to me next time. And if I can't do something about it, Sid and the others will help you figure it out. That's what friends are for. You're right. Thank you, Aaron. I'll never betray you guys like that again, I promise. And I swear I'll pay you back all that 500,000 Mira. I'll work and work until I pay back every last bit. I know you will. But try not to stress over it too much, okay? Just make sure I get it back before I bite the big one. So that was the little errand you were running earlier. I'm guessing you plan to pay off her debt from the start? You seriously gotta stop playing everything so cool, bro. Oh, I didn't realize you were here as well, Mr. Sid. Haley called me, so I rushed over. Thanks, you guys. We really appreciate what you've done for us. I'm just glad it's all over now. That sure was a lot of Mira, though. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be... That redhead sure is an interesting guy. Or maybe it's just the boss rubbing off on him. Not likely. It's just how Aaron is. Miss Ruby Lee certainly looks much happier now. The rumors she spread will likely dissipate before too long. That was the money your mother left to you, wasn't it, Aaron? I heard about it from Sid. Sheesh, leave it to him to blab about my business to a kid. The truth is, only half of it came from Mom. The rest I saved up from working at the theater. Guess all those leading lady roles really did have you rolling in it. But I know he hasn't been on stage in a while, so how did he really get the 500,000 Mira? You did a really chivalrous thing back there, and without any hesitation either. Not just anyone can do something like that. It was a small price to pay to put an end to all that mess. Of course, I say that, but... Interested in giving me a raise, old timer? No.
Well done, everyone.
Mira deposit confirmed.
This is how much I'm getting paid. You paid a lot more. Oh, 5. Obtain Mare Gray, though, through Mare and Van synchronization. Okay, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a costume? I'll check it out later. First and foremost, we gotta heal up. That wasn't a good fight to begin with. Okay, let's go with Breath. Okay, cool. Breath of the Wild. Alright. Save. Alright everyone, for now I'm going to be ending it here for today. I want to thank you all for watching. When next we return, we're going to take care of that monster extermination quest and finally back on with the story. So if anything else, I want to thank you again, and I'll see you all next time.